Hey, what's up guys, TheCampingRusher here. Welcome back everybody to another Fortnite video. Today we're going to start with discussing a bunch of changes that happened with a few secret updates that have already happened, and we're 4 days into the season. They're already dropping mini updates almost daily, which is fun, which is different than we've seen. They've been active as ever. We're also going to talk about a pay to lose item in the battle pass. And then we're going to be looking at 14.1, what to expect, some more abilities, and some secrets that are coming with that. So make sure you stick around for the entire video. And if you could right now, touch that like button for me. How are you enjoying Season 4? You liking it? You not liking it? What's your favorite part been so far? Let me know in the comment section below. And also, thanks to everybody using code TheCampingRusher. I've seen you all typing it in, and it's crazy. Silver Surfer Battle Pass. Thanks a lot. New beacon stage. So, of course, the beacons were added around the map in the location known as the Sphere, right? It's a massive part of the northeastern corner of the map. And it's believed that this, well, not believed, basically Tony Stark is using these beacons to transport things in from other parts of the universe. That's what we think. That's what we kind of discovered through his drawing board. And so now the beacons are not only set up around the map, they are active, and a new stage is happening right now in game. You can see it, and again, it's I think there's 15 of them, and it creates this sphere on the top right hand corner. There's also been rifts appearing rifts have appeared at the upcoming POI Doghouse. That's the code name, which will be arriving soon, and you can see them there. So you can actually go use these. They disappear once you use them, but you can use them for rotation. And yeah, Doghouse is codename for one of the new POIs dropping very soon. There's going to be a lot of new POIs coming throughout the entire season. If you haven't noticed, like me, I haven't noticed, Galactus is getting closer to the island each day. Caspel Leaks took 4 pictures here from the 27th of August to the 30th, and you can see it's getting bigger and bigger slowly. Galactus is coming. We basically know the live event is going to be Galactus versus everybody else, or a bunch of superheroes at least. And I'm sure it is going to be epic, right? With Marvel involved, this is going to be the most epic live event we've ever had. My question is, are they going to do it at the end of the season, or are they going to do it midway through, right? There's so much happening. I feel like this event could happen midway through the season, right, rather than all the way at the end like usual. But no confirmation on that. We'll see. But yeah, that star-looking thing, Galactus, is updating as he gets closer. Here's the iOS item shop for yesterday. I just say this to remember. We're still thinking about you, mobile players. I know it sucks not able to experience Season 4. But yeah, iOS aren't getting any of the new skins, new assets, because they're not able to get the new update. So no Silver Surfer. Sorry guys, we're thinking of you. Team No Sweat update number 11. They started doing these again. Wow, boy oh boy, you step away from the desk for 1 minute and the whole place goes crazy, huh? We've heard some rumors about robots this and terror in the sky that, and not sure what to do about that hammer. We couldn't move it, but it didn't hit anything so far, so it's probably fine. We'd like to think that the decrease in no sweat policies is because we've made the island feel so safe that it no longer needs insurance, or at least because that giant flood is gone. But we know the real reason. Who are we compared to heroes? Who needs insurance in the presence of those who could save the day time and time again? Well, we do. We're not throwing in the sweat towel, no sir. We'll be sticking around to offer what no one can beat us in. Good advice. That's right. Stay tuned for more sagacious no sweat updates in the future. So remember, this is lore, right? This is on the Fortnite Discord. This Team No Sweat is official. So I'll keep you updated. Hopefully we get more kind of details about the storyline, about the lore with this this Team No Sweat, right? Sexy Nutella, I always say his name, I don't know why, it's a good leaker name. Vbucks limit added. Vbuck purchases cannot be processed as it would exceed the Vbuck limit. You must spend some Vbucks before adding any additional Vbucks to your wallet. So this is a new mechanic. It's basically to fight Vbuck plugs and people who sell gifts for money, etc. So there's a current max limit of Vbucks. He doesn't know the exact amount or what it is, but it's a lot. Don't worry. This next one here is the pay to lose item, not pay to win, right? Usually it's pay to win, but I mean, kind of this one would be worse, right? Because basically the people who spent money on the battle pass, and one of the most popular items right now is Thors Hammer, right? And they expect to to work just as any other pickaxe would. But on Reddit yesterday from Joker923, Thors Hammer loading time is 1 second longer than a normal pickaxe. So basically you press click or you whatever you do on your controller to go harvest or swing your pick, and a normal pickaxe will go right away, and then the Thors Hammer will go 1 second later. 1 second is an extreme amount of time in this game, right? I would be angry with 0.1 seconds. Until they get this fixed, you may want to refrain from using the hammer unless you seriously don't care about gameplay or winning and, you know, going for a wall and you have to whip out your pickaxe and hit it. I mean, he's got another second to take you out, to edit and shoot you. It's a huge disadvantage. But if you just want to look cool and you don't care, well, keep rocking that thing. I won't judge you. Moving on. The future is approaching so quickly. 24 hours remain. Ultimate countdown. That was from NVIDIA GeForce. Fortnite retweeted this, and basically Fire Monkey says, I assume they will officially announce ray tracing for Fortnite in 24 hours as it was added to the files. So that was today at 10 a.m. So basically tomorrow we should get the ray tracing announcement. Remember, ray tracing is, and I'm definitely not looking over at my other screen right now reading a definition. Ray tracing is a rendering technique for generating an image by tracing the path of light as pixels in an image plane and simulating the effects of its encounters with virtual objects. If that doesn't help you understand it, I don't know what will. But yeah, basically it's a cool thing to have. We'll notice visual differences, I believe. Even though it's in the game, in the files, there's been no obvious changes yet. People have done comparisons and nothing yet. So assume it's getting announced tomorrow and we'll see what happens. On top of that, though, Fortnite added a plugin for volumetric lighting in Season 4. Currently, the only file that exists is a blueprint for volumetric clouds, and it's not even close to finish. But for a reference, Flight Simulator 2020 used this for some amazing graphics. And you can see what he means by these crazy clouds. So these clouds should be coming to the game. Not for a while, though. I don't know if it's involved with ray tracing at all, but I thought I'd put these two things together as, visual quality. Kind of the same thing, even if they have different outcomes. All right, a big piece of news today, a group of big pieces of news, looks like the Authority will change into Stark's Lab when 14.1 drops. Placeholder emote is Iron Man with the suit within the suit room at Stark's Lab for 14.1 and beyond. So that's a challenge. And yeah, so we knew that we talked about this yesterday or the day before. Stark's Lab is going to be Authority when it changes over, but we didn't know when. 14.1 is our when. And I was debating heavily, are we going to get 14.1 this week? It doesn't look like it. Although 14.1 and 0.2 are both on the testing servers, nothing has been added to staging. But once it's on staging, you usually get it in a day or two. So I think we're going to be at the normal every 2 weeks. We get a big update, and then maybe a mini update every week, or sometimes not. We've heard nothing about this week so far. But this is the first thing we know about 14.1. We talked about that Tier 3 chest in yesterday's video. And this is what the Stark Industries chest will look like at this Stark Industries POI that will come in 14.1. Here's a better look at it, I should say. And again, we think it's going to drop abilities, right? There's going to be a lot of abilities, and you go here and you can get a bunch of them. And yeah, we'll see. That's 14.1. On top of that, the AntManner, so AntMan's POI has officially been decrypted in the files. It's not in game yet, but it's in the files. And here's a quick tour as I'm talking here of what the thing looks like. It's a cool looking spot, and it seems like a lot of the POIs this season, because there's going to be lots of them, I think, as a new superhero arrives to the game a lot of the time, because I'm sure Ant-Man's going to be sold in the shop with this POI, but a POI is going to come with the superhero. And then maybe even an ability for some of them. Definitely for some of them, not for all of them though. And they kind of come in this, you can see it's kind of it's a POI that's like this. It's like it's cut from a planet. And I think that's how all of them are going to be. All right. Don't quote me on that, but I believe that's how it's going to go. And I believe it's Tony Stark bringing these planets in with these you know, the sphere, whatever those beacons were at the start. He's bringing the people in, the superheroes in, and he's bringing a piece of their planet. That's what I get so far. I mean, take your theories down below. I'm trying to piece everything together, but we have had so much news in just the first 4 days. Like, this is an extremely active season, and it gets me hyped as a player, but also as a news guy, right? Just being honest, of course. In the new POI, there's the Season 7 Dragon Egg. And yeah, so Dragon Egg is back. Remember, these were in Season 7 in the, I believe, the Ice Castle, right? It was the first time we saw them. And they're making a return. So I don't know what that means. Are they coming back? Are they going to help us fight Galactus? We're going to have to find out. 2 more things to discuss here. Could be for 14.1. Upcoming Fireball ability from a character that their name starts with a C. Cooldown 2 seconds. Large damage to builds 150, small 75. Large to players 100, small to players 50. 1.25 max charge time. Fireball life 10 seconds. Fire propagation 12. Okay, and take your guesses. I mean, Cable, Crystal, Captain Marvel, but Captain Marvel apparently doesn't have fire ability, so that might be a little weird. Not too sure. Any of you Marvel fans got a guess for a name that starts with C coming at some point this season? And then on top of that, there are also gameplay tags in the game files relating to bots and henchmen for Wolverine, codename Wasabi. This means we could see a Wolverine-themed POI later on this season with him as a boss. And he's the tier 100, right? Apparently he's the one who took down the Sentinels. He's the one who eliminated the Sentinels. It says that in his description. So I assume he is a big part of this Fortnite season. So I would not be surprised. I'm not surprised that this is in the files, and we're going to be getting a POI with him as a boss. And then with his Wolverine claws, right? He's going to have an ability. We talked about that in the last video at some point. So all these are potentials for 14.1. I think we're definitely going to get another ability added. It's just which one. New POI. We assume the AntMan. And then everything else. Oh yeah, and then we talked about the authority changing too. It should be a massive first update. So stick around for these videos. My job's to keep you up to date on all things Fortnite, and that's exactly what I'll do. Touch that like button for me. Code TheCampingRusher goes a long way. Helps more than you guys know. Take care. Talk soon. Goodbye.